question for me is, do you think that musicians, rock stars in particular, have a greater propensity to suffer from substance and alcohol abuse problems?
Maybe in the past. I mean, all artists do. The mere fact is you can probably, not well, and I don't condone this, you can perform a lot better when you're stoned or you're screwed up musically, as opposed to having your eyes on camera. You know, your eyes sort of give it away. So you could get away with it. These days, I don't think anybody can get away with it. It's too big a business. You look, I meet a lot of, guys in rock and roll, new guys.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, their persona is everything that I remember from the 60s and 70s. But you talk to them, they're business guys, And if a guy's screwing up in the band, they're kind of out. Now, I'm not saying that happens across the board, but I think the propensity is there for artists. I don't care if you're a painter, writer, director, actor, musician. I just think you used to be able to get away with it with music because there's a distance.
And the dark sunglasses.
And the dark sunglasses, which were legitimate and allowed.
Hey, real quick, what are you listening to these days?
Man, my music varies. I was very unhappy, and don't get me wrong, there's a certain part of this I like. I was very unhappy with the new Depeche Mode album.
Okay.
So I'm sorry. I
Corbin
tried.
Bernsen listens to Depeche Mode. This is fascinating.
Older, middle range Depeche Mode.
Is that what we're talking about?
What?
The people.
Yeah, I mean, there's some cool stuff in there. There was a kind of, there was beat, techno, but there was some rock and roll under it.
You don't like the single "Wrong"? "Wrong" is not a bad song off the new record.
I'm just not into the whole thing yet. Maybe I got to get there. I'm still I'm one of those lazy. I love U2,
Right.
but I listened to my variety. I just go across the board. I wanted to get last night. What's his name? It's like Eminem, Asher.
Oh right, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Brian Asher, whatever his name. Yeah, that sounded really good. So I go all over the place with my music.
Are you a concert goer?
Yes. I'm not really big with huge crowds, although a couple of years ago at Street Fest in San Diego, Tool was pretty much one of the best things I've ever seen. So
You're shocking our fans, and we love it. Awesome.
The Tool was
awesome.
Tool. I mean, if you haven't seen Tool live,
Awesome. Thanks so much, Corbin.